up, YouTube? Big shout out to Maria Glad. She asked me to do this. I'm not too sure if this is the right one. Obviously, you said the induction to the Hall of Fame. This is like one of the ones I found. The other ones are about 30-40 minutes long. He's got like a... I think he does like a performance in it. If you want me to do a different one, just let me know. But I'm going to do the short one of Dr. Dre's Hall of Fame speech. Just to see what it's sort of all about and that. But yeah, if it's a different one you want, Maria, please hit me up in the comments. But yeah, appreciate the support. You know what time it is? Seriously, sounds on the dot, man. Let's get it. The fucking headphones always turn off, man. I hate this. It does this. Come on, let's do this. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's the OG GOAT. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when I started working on this speech, I asked Eminem if there was anything specific he'd like me to say to everybody, something that he would like them to know. And he said, okay, number one, I want you to tell everybody I have a huge penis.
Oh, these two are fucking hilarious. These two are hilarious.
Number one, I want you to tell everybody I have a huge penis. But when he started counting, I was wondering why he decided to use this finger.
Yeah.
All right, let me get serious. Okay, over 20 years ago, Jimmy Iovine, who was also one of tonight's inductees and one of my best friends, played a demo tape for me from a guy who called himself Eminem. The first thing I said when I heard it was, what the fuck did he just say?
Yeah, imagine hearing that, man. Damn, where that went from there, man. Big shout out to Dr. Dre, man.
I loved it so much that I couldn't stop listening to it, and a few days later, Jimmy called me up and he said, hey, Dre, you know he's a white guy, right? Completely fucked me up. The last thing I was thinking about when I was listening to the music was that he was a white guy. It never even crossed my mind, but looking back, I don't know why it didn't cross my mind. He certainly didn't sound like a black rapper, especially because of what he was saying. I guess it was my ignorance at the time, thinking that, okay, if you're a good rapper, you must be black, right? Not too long after that, we met for the first time. We hit it off, and the next thing you know, we're in the studio at my house working. The first time I put on a beat, he got on the mic and said, hi, my name is...
Oh! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. The fucking Eminem's the greatest, man. Yeah, look at him, look. Alright, bro. I'm one of the most lyrically insane MCs in the fucking world, like. I'm a fucking rope chain. Haley behind, I think, yeah. Yeah. That's better. That's recognised. You're the greatest, man.
That was it. And that was the beginning of what became an amazing creative collaboration. Then came the backlash. Look at him, Dre. This guy has blue eyes. You can't sign him. There was a massive amount of resistance from my own team and people around me that didn't want me to work with him simply because he was white. Didn't want me to sign him or anything like that. While everyone else around me had their doubts, I knew that his gifts were undeniable.
Yeah. Fuck it. That's right, man. Racist works both ways and it works everywhere in the world, man. Everyone's got to remember that. You know, it works everywhere in all ways, in all shapes and sizes, man. And like white people should do for black people do for white, man. The love goes both ways as well. It's out there, man, all the time. And that's the Dre, man. You got to thank Dre for that, man, for doing that, man.
While everyone else around me had their doubts, I knew that his skills were undeniable.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, his raw, dark, humorous lyrics, coupled with an impeccable cadence, stood out from everything I had ever heard before.
Facts.
And both of us were. We were two artists in do or die situations.
See, that's what a lot of people don't understand and don't get, man. Dre needed Eminem as much as Eminem needed Dre, because they were both in a world of, you know, they was both struggling to get where they wanted to be, man. And you got to appreciate how they're not negatives, but two people that were just seeing so much negativity came together and we created the most biggest positive thing in hip hop history. Don't care what anyone says. Dre, Eminem, biggest thing in hip hop, man.
He was desperate to find a way to feed his family, and I was searching for something that I could sink my teeth into creatively. Each of us were exactly what the other one was.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man.
I bet my entire career on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. My rebuttal to those naysayers was something like this. He's gonna be the best-selling artist on our label. Little did I know, he was gonna be one of the best-selling artists of all time.
Yeah, you know that as well, man. You fucking know that, man. Yeah.
Facts. From the moment he introduced himself to the world with the Slim Shady LP, he skyrocketed to the top of the charts and stayed there for 100 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Earning himself a Grammy for Best Rap Album,
Yes.
Best Rap Solo Performance.
Yes.
And can you believe, after promoting violence to little children, killing his daughter's mother, this guy still had more shit to get off his chest?
Yeah. Maria, man, thank you for this. This is amazing.
And then his sophomore album comes out, right? The Marshall Mathers LP drops.
Marshmallow's LP for me is the best Eminem album. Yes, Mutual Murder Boy is savage and sick, but what it meant at that time and where it put him on the map properly and everything, Marshmallow's LP is the greatest album ever. Ever.
On that album alone, his alter ego Slim Shady tied me up in the basement.
Yeah.
His mother. Killed his daughter's mother again.
Fucking, what do they call that? Fucking double jeopardy, and it was like that they call it double jeopardy.
While proceeding to offend about every special interest group we had. It clearly struck a chord and became one of the fastest selling albums in United States history.
Yeah! Get away, but
Eminem would go on to overdose, relapse, recover, and not only on his albums in real life. But let me tell you something. This guy goes through a lot of shit just to get a concept for a song. But here's Eminem's genius. With his incredible wit and wild imagination, he was able to hold a mirror up to white America while also expressing pain.
that tune, White America. Dre looked past, I lit a fire up under his ass. I was like, oh man.
Mirror up to white America while also expressing pain. Through poverty and dysfunctional families devoid of hope, Eminem brought hip-hop to middle America and offered kids who looked like him a way to connect to him.
Yeah. He's spitting his bars.
Hip-hop wasn't just for black kids in desperate inner-city circumstances anymore. People of every stripe and color had the art form speak to their struggles also. Eminem wasn't just the underdog who broke through the glass ceiling of hip-hop. He shattered that shit. Over 220 million albums sold. 220 20 million albums sold.
Wow.
13 #1 albums, 10 of which all consecutively debuted at #1. Making him the first artist to ever achieve this shit.
Yeah! Look how much Dre loves it, man. He created a fucking monster, man. Yeah! Man, you can't fuck with Eminem, man. You cannot fuck with Eminem, man. He will smoke you. There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. When you think about what Eminem's done, man, and where he's come from, and what he's achieved, man, people want to sit there and say Eminem's trash and this and fuck you, man. You ain't no shit, man. Eminem, man. Just the reason why you think he's that because you're scared of him, man. Because you're scared of what he can do to your favourite rapper.
This shit.
And a lot of it does come down because he's white, man. It's just a shame, man. It's such a shame. Because he never will he would never get the props he deserves fully because of the colour of his skin, man. It's terrible, man.
Grammy Awards, an Emmy, an Oscar. Yeah, making him the best-selling artist of the 2000s. Best-selling hip-hop artist ever. Let me repeat that. The best-selling hip-hop artist ever.
Now, what's the game doing right now, bro? What's he sitting there saying, oh, fucking hell, man, I'm the black Slim Shady, man. Fuck you, man.
And the crazy part about it is he doesn't even really care about that. I think I care about it more than he does.
Yeah.
You know? What's most important to him is that he's earned the respect of his peers as one of the best to ever do it. Point blank. Turns out, this unassuming white guy with blue eyes from Detroit being repeatedly turned down.
Yeah, you rub it in their faces, Dr. Dre, man. You rub it in their faces, man. You fucking deserve it, man.
Everything we thought we knew about hip-hop on his head while forcing us to confront our own biases, growing not only the genre, but all of us right along with it.
That's right.
Point blank.
Oh, that was fire, man. If there's any more, anything like that or anything, please hit me up, man. Appreciate it, Maria, man. Please subscribe.